Let's get going.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my stream, back to my channel. Um, my name is Zach, and thank you for joining me. Whether you're watching this after we've gone live, or you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, or wherever you're watching from, thank you for tuning in. Not just into my channel for another video, not just for another episode, but for another episode. Wait, that didn't make sense. But simply for another episode of our Madden 24 rebuild with the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I believe we're already into Season 4, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Pretty sure we're already in Season 4. No, yeah, we're going into Season 4, because we've already finished 3 seasons. So, Season 4. We made the playoffs once, and we lost in the NFC Championship game. And the team that beat us going to the Super Bowl just to lose. I think to Patrick Mahomes, if I remember correctly. So, I don't know. It has been an interesting ride in terms of this. I was thinking that the series would end at 3 episodes. That in the last episode, we would go on to the Super Bowl, go on to win the NFC Championship game, make the Super Bowl, and win the Super Bowl. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. And, should probably adjust. Hold on, I just got a notification thing on my Xbox that I'll turn off so that way it doesn't bother the stream. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'll be honest, the only thing I remember from the previous season, I don't really remember the draft or anything because I haven't done an episode for this rebuild in probably a week. So I guess since I've been so focused on like everything else, in other words, the universe mode, the WWE 2K24 universe mode, I've not been focused on the rebuild. So like I said, I forgot probably half these things, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. I'll go ahead and put my face in there so y'all can see my interesting face while we get into some gameplay. So, not a lot going on, but we are a solid team at 85 overall. Our offense is clearly better than our defense, which is kind of surprising. But let's take a look back. So I know we moved on from Geno Smith. I'm starting to remember some things. So we have Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba behind EK Metcalf. So Metcalf, Olave, and Smith and Jigba as our 3 wide receivers. Then we have 97 overall superstar X Factor Kenneth Walker with 81 overall Zach Charbonnet behind him, and then a hidden dev at the 3rd. Then we have Jesse Camp, a 1-year guy, our starter. Coming in. Then he said was captain, even though it doesn't really matter. Then behind him we have Chad Poole. Yeah, it's Chad Poole, right? He came in, I thought it was going to be something decent, but then we just haven't used him. We have a solid offensive line. We have 81, 82, and 87. So a solid average offensive line. Not too bad, especially with all those morale boosts. Then we have an 82 and a 78 and 73 for our tight ends. And our defense I've seen is actually pretty decent because we got Isaiah Simmons, 84 overall X Factor. Then we have, I think, Frank Owens, if I remember correctly. Tariq Woolen and Devin Witherspoon leading the charge for the corners. We got Julian Love and I forgot his name, Isian. Both superstars leading our safeties, are going along with Witherspoon and Woolen. Then we have all in all a solid linebacker core, 82, 78, 84. Maybe look for an upgrade for some linebacker. And for kicker and punter, got our punter. We got the man, the myth, the legend, one of the most accurate and I guess one of the most accurate, and I guess one of those guys. Oh, what's the word? Most powerful and accurate kickers in the NFL, Harrison Butker. I don't know if that's the right word, but all right. Our goal this time, make the playoffs, because I'm tired of getting close. Because in the 3 seasons we've done, we missed the playoffs. I think it was very close. Made the playoffs, got all the way into the championship game, and lost. And then the next season, we were on the verge of getting to the playoffs, but we kept losing some games. We lost a couple games, and then we missed playoff contention. So maybe if we're gonna go on that trend, we could go back and forth, as in we'll make playoffs this time around. Maybe make the Super Bowl. Who knows? Let's kind of go through what our people are looking like. So, Jesus Montenegro. I don't like the fact that that's his name. So West and the Southeast can change. All right. Let's try that. Oh, let's go. Let's go. But always tries the natural one. Look at that. 2, 1, 1, 1. Yes, sir, baby. That's what we like to see. All right. But it might come down to just simply the positions that they go for. The top 2 prospects are both quarterbacks. 3 of the top 5 are all quarterbacks. A position we don't need. But I'll look at fullbacks even though they're not really going to be considered. So this will be interesting to look at. So Chad Talbot, Brett Hallen, how you pronounce that? So we could look at a tight end, but more of like a late round, like a Michigan, Texas Tech, Alabama, Boise State. I haven't seen that in a while. But left outside linebacker is going to be the position we're going to be looking at. Willie Humphreys, Miles Overstreet. A lot of round 3 through 4 guys. So it's going to be very interesting for that position. Let's see. Then let's go left guard and center. Let's go more like left guard. Well, there's gonna be a lot of round 3 through 4 guys, just through every position that I feel like we need to look at. 2 back-to-back Alabama guys. Ohio State. I think we're in a good position. Maybe consider looking at a late round guy. All the quarterbacks are like first round, and then after that, it's just day 3. Marcus Ward, Gregory Moore, Matt Skinner. I don't know, just look at those few guys, but let's not go too crazy. So, yeah, we can finally get into our first game of the season. And if you guys are, for those of you who are currently watching, if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything you'd like to ask or suggest, please leave them down below in the chat. We greatly appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. And we win week 1. We win week 1. We win game 1. We undefeated. We undefeated start the season. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I think it's a trend where every season, no matter if we make the playoffs or not, we always end up winning week 1. No matter what. It's so weird. I don't know what about it, but just it's nice to see that we know how to win week 1. Trusted blue. So we got some upgrades we can take care of. We can upgrade I believe our backup tight. No, I think he's. That all the way get him up to a 6 overall. I believe he's oh no, he isn't our backup. He's our 3rd string. He's our 3rd string tight end. And he's getting upgrades. Seeing that, I should probably switch him out with our 2nd string. Our backup tight end, so that way he can get some more playing time. Because it showed that he got some downs, but he's probably not getting enough. Because I feel like if we could put him in a little bit more, get him more experience, then we have a chance. It's going to be interesting because we have two solid guys. We have an 82 and a 78 in front of them. But we'll do that because look at that. Because if you just look at it by itself, our backup tight end is doing just fine at fullback, at starting fullback, and then we have him backup. So that way we can have both our offered and our second string tight end both playing on the field at once. Because if it's like an I formation where it requires both of them to be on the field, that way there's not some like weird issue. One of them can play tight end while the other plays focused on playing fullback, which is gonna be nice. Should be nice, probably. And no longer undefeated. We win one game. We are now back down to reality, as we are now at 500 on the season. The Rams are 2-0. The Niners are 0-2. That's hilarious. All right, so who do they? Yeah, it's taken. Ooh, they got us taking Miles Overstreet. Yo, I like that mock draft. I like that on its own. Late pick 30 after losing game 2. I don't know about that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about that. Okay, so set focus scouting. I haven't focused on offensive tackle. Tackle. We don't need a wide receiver. Well, I haven't focused on tight end. The fact that you're good at quarterback, sure, I don't know, just in case. Oh, safety? Oh, heck yeah. Sure, we might need the free safety. Alright. Sorry, I'm watching the Rangers game right now, and our Mr. Jonah Heim, our catcher, number 28, is having himself a solid day. He got an RBI with bringing in Wyatt Langford, Mr. Kiat Langford, back home, which is nice. But yeah, we are doing just fine, ladies and gentlemen. Which is nice. And speaking of baseball, I do fantasy baseball. And I have this league where it's head-to-head, where you basically play one person a week. And so it's 22 games or 22 matchups where over 7 days is that how long that matchup is. So once a week. So you play one person a week. And I won my first 7 games. And then I went on to lose 2 straight. And I'm losing I could potentially lose a 3rd straight game. It's so annoying to say. But, so, let's see who we can... Jackson Smith and Jigba wants $50 million, bro. I mean, I'm looking at it, so the 3 things I look at, actually 4 things. His overall, his age, his interest, and his offer. And obviously, I gotta look at what it is. So he's a superstar. So I see that he's 24, and he's 88 overall. He's young, superstar, 88 overall. It's great. But I look at the difference between him and Devin Witherspoon's initial offer that he's asking for. He's asking for $10 more million. And it's like, dude, you got lower interest, lower overall, and you're asking for it. I get it, he's young, but it's like, I'm going to wait on him. However, we're looking at Devin Witherspoon. I could potentially hold on to him for 6 years. Because by holding on for 6 years, I get him until he's 31. So, and we have 112 mils, but I have to be careful. I can't just be like, oh, I'll just give everyone a big all-time offer, then have nothing to spend in the off season. So I have to be very, very careful with how I do this. But week 3, 1-1 on the season. Can we make it 2-1? That's the hope. And we lose 2. Oh, goodness. I don't know how to feel. We were doing just fine. Solid 1-1. And all of a sudden I look. And, no words. No words. We were doing fine. And then that happens. Like, bro, what are we doing where we're losing 20-0 to a team that went 0-2 going into that game? We gave them their first win of the season. The fact that the Niners are sucking right now is hilarious. I just looked at those overall ratings for the Chiefs right before. I saw a 93. Alright, I'm changing them back. Alright. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I can fix. You're a superstar and you went down by 1. What are you doing, bruh? Just him. '88 offense. That's crazy. But what do I need to adjust? I forgot that Pittsburgh was my... Do I need Dallas to be my main thing? Actually, let's go Kansas City, actually. If I can find the Dallas one. Alright, base 4-3. Vertical power run, interesting. I say we go. Actually, depending on the way the next game goes, I'm going to switch it to Kansas City offense playbook. And it's funny how I say that I'm about to play him. So let's hope my changes somewhat work going to this next game. Week 4, and we get blown up. We're tied for last with the 49ers. This don't make no sense. Week 5, and we're 1-3. Do I just need to go full on? How about? I think I need to just switch to Seahawks defensive playbook. How about this? Let's go. Yeah, let's go Chiefs. And then back to the Seahawks for our defense. Base 4-3. Maybe if we do that, that'll help us. I hope a lot. I don't care about whatever game, but I care more about my players re-signing. So we have Jackson Smith and Jigba. Have Julian Love is wanting to re-sign. I've kept him around. He's asking for $25 million. I've kept him around too long. Actually, no, I haven't. But I'm gonna not sign him at all because I've brought him back. But the problem is, by the way I've brought him back, I've franchise tagged him. Once or twice. So I literally pulled a Saquon New York Giants by re-signing him twice like that. He's asking for a decent offer. I'll definitely consider that. I'll definitely consider for these two. But Julian Love, I'm going to let you walk. So it's going to be your final season. I get you're asking for a decent offer. But time, it's like, no. Or I'll help you out, buddy. I'll give him 3 million. I'll say, actually, I'll do 4. So that way, because by doing that, even if it seems like I overpaid for him, I get to keep him. But because by signing these guys to big contracts, I get to keep him for the last for a couple of years until they slowly start to regress. Because by the time they're off the team, they're gonna be regressing. Well, I'll give him a 2-year deal, see how he takes it. So yeah, so I'm 5 million down, but Jackson Smith and Jigba. Oof. If I see it going towards 50, I'm definitely gonna consider not taking him. And he's only 24, which doesn't help me. Because I want to pay for him, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to pay for him to be my 3rd string wide receiver. Then again, maybe him being my 3rd string is the reason why he's not getting like enough time or something. I don't know. Wow, we get a win against a divisional rival. That's crazy. How about this? I make Jackson Smith and Jigba my number 2. It's just thinking about it would be hilarious. Let's try that. I know it's really dumb. It's probably like really stupid, but it's worth a shot to see how this plays out. It doesn't help that our quarterback is still a 73. A 73. Seriously. He's got hidden dev. Let's bring him up. A lot of guys that are just hidden dev, and it's like wild. Because if we have hidden dev guys, we gotta bring him up. The fact that he's still an 80 overall, dude. How are some of y'all not progressing? If anything, besides Woolen and Witherspoon, guys like Isaiah Simmons, I signed you to a deal so I could bring you in and hopefully you could start doing good. But all of a sudden, he went from 84 to 83, and he's an X Factor. It doesn't make sense. How can he be an 83 and X Factor? It doesn't make sense. I need you to step up, man. Because we're going into the bye week, and we could use a win. Because if we get a win here, we'll be at 500 on the season. The fact that they're 5-0 and their offense is like their defense like a 79, that doesn't make sense. So in other words, we need to get a win, and we beat a 5-0 team. Let's go, baby. That is what I'm talking about, baby. Finally, you get an upgrade. Chad Poole gets an upgrade. Christian Isaiah, and then our 3rd string tight end gets an upgrade. Great thing to see. As our team is slowly going up. Our overall is 86. Offensive points per game could be better. Defense, so basically rushing yards per game allowed, could 100% be better. All right, what can we kind of build on? It's key. All right, we got all of this. Our coordinators. Boost the strength rating. When it comes to straight trades and such, I haven't had a big time need of. I don't need to look at all these. Well, especially trades. Since I haven't had to really have a knack for trading, I haven't needed to look at it. So the one I can look at is this one with a strength rating, which would be great, which would be fantastic. So we can't go offensive coordinator. We gotta go defensive coordinator or coach, player. So we can go player growth, XP gains. So we either go versatility is key, or we go strength training. So weight room or versatility? I say strength. Strength would be a big improvement because by doing that for our guys on the line, I feel like that can make a big impact in terms of maybe boosting the ratings, simply just pumping it up a little bit. And it seems as though that all of a sudden I made those changes, and these are exact playbooks that our team needs, or the exact playbooks that our team has needed. Making those little adjustments and all that. So hasn't changed. Julian Love, yeah, I'm not signing him. He's asking for $28 million for 4 years, and he's regressing. How do I know he's regressing? Because last time I checked, he was like at 81, 82. So that's for 28. It's been great to have you, but it's gonna be your final season in Seattle, so we're gonna move on from him. Trey Brown, 28. We'll give him a neutral. Give him just a neutral. See if he. Alright, need to do more. You're going to be at 4 string anyway, so I don't care what you ask for. So, Anthony Bradford, left guard. Will Erickson. We'll boost it up just a little bit, just a tad. See how he takes that. This is like offer. Okay, cool. So, solid for our left guard position. And Jigba, I'm just not sold on it. If we can get to probably week 10 and he's progressing to a good position, to a good number 2, then I'll consider it. Because where we're at right now, I don't need to be re-signing him, especially for such a big contract. Alright, we are now into week 8. The fact that the Niners are sneaking it up, see, you're probably doing better, don't get me wrong. But you're starting to ask for more money, even though you're not going to be my main guy. It doesn't make sense. The logic behind that doesn't make sense, at least to me. Because I'm thinking, dude, you're number 2. You're not our number 1, you're our number 2. And, of course, you're going to get an upgrade when I say that. So I should put him at a 90, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm definitely going to consider it after this game. Our defense will bound at 85. If we have an 88 offense and 85 defense, there's no way we lose this game. There is absolutely no reason we should lose this next game. How great our team has been, especially with all the changes we made, and we lost. Of course, I say all that. I hype up our team, and we lose by a touchdown. Where were you, buddy? Where were you, buddy? Where were you, buddy? I'm going to move on from him. Actually, I'll consider keeping him. I'll probably keep him. Byron Murphy the second. Is he going to be our strum? I'll go more for her team friendly. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Let's see. That's about it. Tyrese Knight. More than likely not going to sign him back. Yeah. He's not going to be the main. So, not going to bring you back. I don't know. I want to bring him back, but I want to be able to still build with free agency. Because I could be like, oh, I'm gonna pay him so we can keep building. I shouldn't be continuing to pay him if he's still not gonna develop. But then again, he's still 24. Give him a few years. I say I'm gonna go for a neutral deal on this. See how he takes it, then move on. So neutral. You're playing with two other big-time receivers. I don't know what you want for a contract. Because I'm not going to overpay. I'll boost it up and change it a little bit. So that way I have a better chance of getting you back. But if I have to overpay for him, it's like, no. If I just boost up a tiny bit and he still doesn't budge, then no. Then I'll move on. I don't understand. We've lost 2 straight. Can we not win games anymore? Like, seriously. It looked like we were doing just fine. Those changes by winning some games, and all of a sudden here we are. Seriously, we allowed Puka Nakua to become a 99 overall. We're probably not going to make the playoffs for 2 consecutive seasons, and it's really ridiculous. Because if you're not up to 90 at this point, my thing is he has a very low re-sign interest. That's the reason I want to let him walk. Because I'm not really worried about signing all these guys. If I have to just franchise tag him at the end of the season, I will. We got a weekly war, but I don't care. I really don't. It's just annoying. Just really annoying to see. Because I would think, oh, we have such a good team and we're losing games. Finally. It helps even better, especially if it's against a divisional rival. Because in the position we're in, we're below 500. And we have to basically go on a tear. If we can win, like, the next 3 games, like, next 3 or 4 games, we can make the playoffs. Because then it would be above 500. Because we have to be above 500. We can't be at 500. We have to be above it. I say that because we've gotten to 500, but we ended up missing out. So, I'll offer you a simple deal. Keep you around. So, it's even going to be... Yeah, I'll do that 4-year deal. Because that keeps him until he's 28, so by the time his contract expires, he can probably move on from a different team, depending on how he progresses. He wants a decent deal. We'll boost it up to a 2.5. We'll give you a 3-year deal. Because the reason I'm offering these kind of contracts is that way, by the time their contracts expire, it'll be a situation of, oh, their contract is expiring? Let's look at how they progress when we sign them first, in terms of how, simply how they develop. Because I don't want to sign them to a 1-2 year deal, and then all of a sudden pop off, have a great season, get just a year older, and go by like 3, 4, even 5 overalls, and that kind of thing, you know. It's like, no, I don't want to. I'd rather just pay for you, and so that way while you progress, you can potentially build up a big old contract that I can hold off on for a few seasons. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand why we're doing this badly. Wow, after sucking it up, they're 7-4. So this doesn't make sense. You got the Rams who are 5-5, Niners at 3-8, Cardinals at 7-4. You got us at 4-6. If we get to 8 losses before week 15, we're out of the playoffs. It's just simple as that. Especially against the... It doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I don't understand how we can do this. It's just sad. I would say frustrating and annoying, but it's just sad at this point. Sad. Just sad. Because I would think, oh, we have a great team. Look at 87 overall and 89 offense. But apparently having a good team like how the Niners do, they have 85 offense, 88 defense, 86 overall, and they're last within the division. So in other words, your team just has to be decent to be good. It doesn't matter how well they are, unless they're a 99 overall team. Then past that, they're not going anywhere. Yes, there's not a lot of guys, so I don't know why. I don't really care. But we're not gonna make the playoffs because we're 4-7. I just don't understand, man. It's like, dude, I have all these pieces, I have all these players, and all of a sudden we can't win jack. Lose 2 straight. Finally win a game, and it seems as though the only team we can easily beat is the Niners, and it doesn't make sense. The logic is not making any sense. And if we want to make the playoffs from this point, we have to have our best team. When I say our best team, best players at every position, everything. We just simply have to step up. Because of that, Devin Witherspoon's going up. 81, 81, 79, 78, 83, 85, 87, 81, 91. Just everyone has to step up. Because if our team can't be amazing, can't be great. So look at this. They're 7-5. They're better than us. And they're sitting at 81 across the board. It doesn't... I'm telling you. The logic of a game like this, it's so random. It's like thinking, oh, you have an overall advantage. You're way better than them on paper. Because if you look at the difference, our offense, 89 overall. Their defense, 81 overall. Their offensive defense, all their overall ratings are lower than us. So you think, oh, we're going to win. But then you look at the record. Look at the record. Oh, okay, so they're probably going to win. It shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be the case. The case should be we should win this game. Thank you. Thank you. Because the key thing for us to make the playoffs is we have to beat our divisional opponents. Because look at that. The Cardinals and Rams are able to make the playoffs. Now, we have to simply win games. So there's 4 games left in the season. We got the Rams, the Falcons, the Cowboys, and the Eagles. So we end our season with a very interesting schedule of playing 2 NFC East teams back-to-back. But like I said, just look at the ratings. I feel like, oh, the ratings on paper should say, oh, if you look at... Oh, okay, so the Seattle Seahawks have their better offense in terms of overall at 89, but are they really the better team? Because I would like to think that if you're better in every overall rating, your team has a better chance to win. But Madden and sports games like this, it's random. Unless you absolutely go off and adjust your team, all your players to like 90-something overall, then see, yep, we just missed the playoffs. We're out of the playoffs. But if we really want to make the playoffs, we have to win 3 straight, which I highly doubt. See, it doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense, and it's very frustrating to see. Actually, it's more annoying now. How I was saying, oh, we could go. We lose 2 straight. It doesn't make sense. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how much of an advantage we have in overall. It doesn't matter their record. Apparently, we could still lose big time. Like, seriously. So you're telling me we're only going to get 6 wins on the season? Miss the playoffs tremendously? We end on a win, which is great, but we missed the playoffs for 2 consecutive seasons. Back-to-back seasons. And it's just sad. Let's go. It's in the Super Bowl. I'd be shocked if the Rams or Cardinals make it, like, completely. Because the Panthers were number 1. Basically, I think top 3. Super Bowl 61, Vikings versus Chiefs. Did we win any of the awards? Highly doubt it, but it'd be great. No one in the race for MVP. Obviously not gonna be in the race. That doesn't make sense. So you're telling me a coach that went 3-14 was in the running for Coach of the Year, yet our coach who went 6-11 wasn't? Literally every team was just about over 500. This is an exception. Yet you have a guy that's 3-14 in the running. The logic of this game. Wait, Kenneth Walker, let's go. We had one guy in the running for Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, highly doubt it. Right? Offensive Rookie of the Year, Avery Alford in the running. Defensive Rookie of the Year, no one. Best quarterback, not surprised. Best running back, fourth. Receiver, tight end. Defensive lineman. Best linebacker. Defensive back, kicker. It's just, man, like seriously. I will never understand the logic behind this game. Ever. Ever. Because of how ridiculous it gets. Hey, big upgrades, even though it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure that guy I just upgraded was probably it's probably our third string running back, I'm pretty sure. I don't really see a reason in changing my, but just trying to change my coordinators, I don't see a reason to. Free-assigned players, 5 players. See, look, he went from a superstar down to a star. It wasn't worth it. I'm glad I didn't pay him. I love you, buddy. You aged, but you went down. I get it. You're 25. You're a big-time receiver, 89 overall, 25 years old. But you went down from a star. You went down to a superstar. You went down to a star. Still young. Quarterbacks, running backs were good. Backs, receivers, not happening. Nah, I'm ready to move on because it's next man up. It's my mentality for that. Good there, good there. He'd be our backup, but it wouldn't hurt to have him for like 2 years. Right guard. Just give him a 1-year deal. See how that plays out. Right tackle, we're good. We're good. I can get someone decent. Not even our top 2. I'm not gonna franchise that guy. It's only like 74. Yeah, a lot of big needs, especially on defense. But if I can be able to snag a handful of players that are solid in the 80s and probably young, in other words, be able to get a solid core out of $109 million in cap, that would be great. But first, before we do anything, we do have to look at the lineup before we really make a move. Because let's say I pick up a quarterback, which I might consider doing if it is necessary. let's go ahead and just update everything to our best team. All right, it's solid. Could be better. I feel like our offensive line. I have to take it. This is really stupid. I apologize. I look goofy doing this, but I'm just doing something so I can be able to see the team that I have, so I don't have to keep looking back. But we don't have a strong safety, so strong safety, left outside linebacker, the big thing. But it's more defense than anything. Defense is the big one. But the one thing I need to do is look at best available, because best available will be kind of the thing to go after. Nico Collins, you're wanting $25 million. You're 28. The fact that Jake Elliott wants to sign is crazy. Ryan Stonehouse, that's definitely interesting. The highest overall is Jack Smith and Jigba, who wants $52 million. I can literally sign a Baker Mayfield. Mayonnaise guy. I might consider looking at him. I don't know. Running back, we're fine on. Say strong safety is going to be the position I'm going to look at for sure. I'm looking at age. He's asking for a bit more, but I think it's a good deal. Because look at that. Look at all that green. Nice to see. So we got a strong safety. I think, what was the other position? I already forgot. But left outside linebacker is going to be a position of need that we had to look at last season. Pleo2. I want to pick him up, but his interest isn't high. That's the downside. Because we got to upgrade from a 75. 14 million out of 76 overall. That's a big improvement. I could, like I said, I could go for Thule. But the problem is his interest is low. But it wouldn't hurt to try. Let's see, I feel like I'm overpaying. But that gets me him, that lets me have him on my team. Okay, so we're not even top. That should be an interesting deal. Guess the fact that he's only an 82. I know I'm 100% overpaying, and it's a worse deal. Okay, so don't go after Thule. Unless I can be able to somehow overpay for him. Let's say I overpay for him like that, right? Not even. Because I'm pretty sure in this case you have to go for a big deal. $11 million, 8.9. I 100% overpaid. I way overpaid, and it's not even happening. Nope, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'll definitely look to just get him. Have it be a solid deal. Like I said, he's gonna be a bridge player, so he'll be decent. It's not the greatest in the world, but it is an upgrade nonetheless. There are a lot of decent players that we could potentially look at. Do we need any defensive ends? Because I think we're solid, but we just need to look at right end. It's going to be our main thing because we can get an upgrade. So look at that. It's 26, 78 overall. You know, it's like, yeah, we can go after Tyree Wilson, but I don't want to pay $30 million. I feel like I would have a better chance of, who was it? Not Leonard Williams. Nah. This boy don't even have a tag to him. So 3 teams are already interested in him. Has offers values, financials. Definitely gonna look more towards Darius Robinson. This is more the guy that I'm gonna be looking for. So he's 26. He'll be a big upgrade. Let's give him a solid deal. Let's go 5 years. 3.2. Probably overpaying for him just a tad. Either way, I think it's still an upgrade nonetheless. The middle linebackers, probably another position of need to simply look at. 26. So, oh, he's at 81 overall. He's gonna start regressing. So, do we want to go Chris Barnes? We can go Chris Barnes. He's got interest. 79 overall. 78 overall. Should we try to get him on a 5? I want to try to go for a 5-year deal. See how well this is going to go. 5 years, 5 mil, 5-year bonus. Probably not even going to, if it's not even top 3. Yeah, it's top 3, but it's like, if we're 100% not going to be being able to take him, then there's no point. Plus, I can save some money this way, because look at that, 12 point. Because that's a good backup. So get that. He'll slowly start to rest, but it still should be good in the long run. Probably should have taken Nate Landman because he's a 77 at 28. So I know there's a bit of a difference, but it's better to have that. But then again, I'm looking at it, and the thing I'm looking at, I don't know. It's probably better to take that risk instead. So, Chris Barnes, hope you're coming to Seattle. We'll do a 2-year though, because he wants 3. Actually, who wants 3 years? We'll kind of just boost it up a little bit, give him that 3-year deal with a little bit of a boost. All right, so we got 4 offers. We only have 1 more to use. Probably need to look on the offensive side of things. Let's maybe potentially look at free safety. I don't know. Tyrann Mathieu still in the league. That's crazy. 78. He'd be playing as a backup, so I can definitely hold off on that. What can I look at on offense? Is my thing. What can I look at on offense that I can upgrade? I mean, I can go quarterback, but it'd be really stupid because I can just go to the draft and get a quarterback. The fact that Geno Smith's in the league and he's still interested in coming back is crazy. But I don't know what would work. Because do I just need to move on? Take Baker Mayfield and move on? Or... Because our quarterback situation is really weird. He's only at 75 and it's just... It's really something else. Sean Watson's only 31. So he goes. So yeah, there's really nothing I can take as of left. Do we just take this dude? 84 overall, 26. Get a 3rd lockdown corner. I didn't notice that. Because it'll be 31 by the time. Because a lot of our guys are starting to age. So yeah, 5-year. Unless there are a bunch of other teams ahead of us for him, then I'm going to retract my offer. Alright, I want this dude. I want this dude. Let's offer him 4.2. Should go for 5-year deal. Boost all those up. That offer strength should be a heck of a lot better. And yes, I do realize I'm overpaying for just about every single player I'm going for. But I'm trying to up the ante. Five-year, 4.2. Let's go 4.5 for this. See how well that works out now. Now, does that work out? Is that top of the leaderboard? Still not? Okay, this is... Alright, I'm going to figure out a plan. So the 5. $6.2 million for 5 years. Full strength. That looks like full strength to me. Like I said, I know I'm overpaying. Is it because I keep switching on my offers? Probably. I don't know. So evaluation period. We got who we wanted. Alright. My signings. So I got a corner, got a strong safety. My middle linebacker, right in and left outside linebacker. We still have $79 million in cap space to use. Do 28, bro. I'm not gonna. We'll go 2-year, get him a 2.5. Just simply try to get all these 80s on my team. Tommy Tout, no. I like you, Tommy, but... Hey, if no one's going to take Patrick Ricard, I will. I'm willing to overpay for this man. Big time upgrade. Would love to have Mr. Patrick Ricard in a Seattle uniform. Brandon Aubrey's available. Oh. Cameron Dicker. Cole Homecomb. We'll definitely look to take him. See, look at that. He would basically get him on that 2-year deal. Hopefully that strength works. Because I have a lot of money. If I can get down to maybe 15 million, that'd be great. I just don't want to go below 50. He's going to be a Colt 4-year deal. Probably overpaying. Luke Musgrave? We could have got Luke Musgrave? Bro. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. He's 31. But we could look to take him. Go 2-year. Greens all around. So a cornerback, a fullback. So Johnson, Ricard, Holcomb, and Hill. 2 H's, so JRHH. Did we get him? Got Holcomb. We got Tyron Johnson. Did we get Hill? Oh, we didn't get Hill. Where did Hill go? BJ Hill went somewhere else. That sucks, but it's all right. Hey, with about 50 million left in cap space, we're gonna see week 1. Great to see, because we were like at 84 for defense, and all of a sudden we just went out and did a few little things, and bam, back up. Let's hope these free agency pans out the way we want it to. Right, mock draft number 4. Who do they have us taking with mock draft 4? So top 20, I guess. Top 15. Top 15. They have us taking a full. We just signed Patrick Ricard. I don't know what you are on, buddy. But we can make some upgrades, which is nice. I can't take a quarterback. That's just the one thing I have to avoid taking. Because for some reason, every time I've drafted a quarterback, I think they're going to be a star dev, and they end up just being normal. Average. Mid. Alright, we're going to the draft. Let's see how this goes. I'm just kind of hoping that we can even get something decent out of it. Alright, so we're going to see how this goes. Can we draft someone good? Especially depending on our draft board. Or in other words, there will be someone available at each pick that we actually need, that we want. Or I'm kind of hoping that I could be able to get someone from my draft board and a position of need. So we don't need corner. Do we need? Ooh, I'm trying to think. Left outside linebacker. Offense. Is there anyone on wide receiver that I? Okay, so I didn't. The offense is fine. Demaris Overstreet. Oh, Miles Overstreet. Decent. The defensive tackle, I don't think I took anyone. Defensive tackle, free safety. I might take Miles Overstreet, depending on how it goes. A lot of beats across the board. I'm not going to take him. I think Terrace Betts would be the way to go if I'm going free safety. Left outside linebacker. Let's look at that. Ooh. A lot of decent players, but also Jason Everton might be the best. I don't know. A through C, B through D, A and C. If I see an F, it's like, no. I'm not going to consider taking you at all. 2 A through C's. I don't know. Definitely got to look at defensive tackle before I do anything. Before I make a dumb move. Cedric Dawson. This would be interesting to look at. I love how 2 of the 3 slots for top fits are both Bears. Alright, physicals, elite, solid, great, good, elite. So he's top 10 in literally everything. But his skills, if I see an F, stamina, impact blocking, not the greatest. As a defensive tackle, power moves, I feel like power moves and block shedding are going to be big. So definitely not going to go for Cedric Dawson. So just for me, the way I know I shouldn't take him is if I see just F. If I see F, there's no point in taking him. Miles Overstreet. Let's look at Miles Overstreet. He might be the guy to go, but because he's got A pursuit, A tackling, that might be a big thing. So decent agility. He's a little all over the place. Just the best he has. Okay, so I only see F for stamina. Hit power B, man coverage C, tackle A. Awareness is good. I might consider taking Overstreet, but just seeing his best being great is probably not the thing you want to see. Alright, so A through C, B through D, A through C, B. The downside is that I do see verticals from 18th. I don't know if he's got great, good, solid, elite, good. He's got elite speed, but I don't know if elite speed is going to really play that factor, especially if you're a run stopper. Because if you're like in a pass coverage, speed will probably. So speed rush or pass coverage, you need speed. But if you're a run stopper, speed probably won't be the biggest thing to worry about. Biggest thing you need. So definitely gonna look more towards away from left outside linebacker. So defensive tackle or free safety is definitely the way to go. Definitely can't take Cartwright. Can't take McAllister. Might look just like a free safety. I just might just look at free safety. He's got B, 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 C, and C. Alright, so lowest is solid. Ooh, a lot of first. 4.46, 21 reps. Lead agility. Skills are going to be the big. I don't see a F or a D. Oh, if we don't take Terrence Betts, because that awareness B. Awareness, man coverage, player recognition, pursuit, and hit power all at B. NG A through B. Finesse moves A through B. Zone coverage C.
The Jaguars are
okay, heading to 90 excel, 92 agility, 87 jump, 92 speed. He might be the steal of the draft. I'm jumping to conclusions. But he might be, at least for us, a steal. In terms of
next up, it's the
so we don't need a free safety. I'll definitely go for the next 2 picks, my second and third, see how well it goes. Do we need a right end? I'm seeing that block shedding. That block shedding is looking good. Alright, so physicals. His physicals are kinda all over the place. So finesse moves C, block shedding A through C, play recognition, tackle. Let's just take a risk on Frank Stewart and see how it goes.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, that was a major pull. That's a major reach because he ends up being normal dev. 90 strength, 86 cell, great, but that was a pull. That was a major reach, and I definitely should not have gone for it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and send to the rest of the draft. Let's hope that the CPU does great, and we'll see how much of an overall the guy we picked up is. Because if he's at least I say is if he ends up not being like I get he's in dev, great. But if he ends up being a bust in terms of overall, I'm not going to be too pleased with my decision making. 76. So although it was a reach and he was a normal dev, a 75 overall in the second round. 76. See, what did I say? What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? I knew he would probably be a steal. But the thing is, though, are there any players better in overall? Highest overall, 82. And if it goes by overall or overall grade, our guy at number 13, 76 overall. Obviously, man, we could have gotten the free safety Tyquan Middleton, no duh. But the fact that these two corners both 77 above him, does it suck that we didn't get them? Yeah, in terms of just overall. But the thing is, we have a great cornerback core going. So the way it's panning out, it looks like there might be a chance that we could be looking to make the playoffs next season. Not saying we will. That's the hope. The hope is that with the draft, the way the draft just went, and the way we have built our team, and especially in terms of free agency in the draft, I'm really hoping that the case is he ends up being a great player. So oh, do I think? Wait, I don't see him. Free safety. I think we have to go. Let's send it to the regular season. Then we could probably look at it then. I don't. If I look and it says he gets actually no, I can't do that because I think since looking at the way the positions are, it's probably gonna cut him. I don't need him cut. 76 overall. Hey, we're 101. That's good. Yeah, manage roster. He's third string. 77 overall already. Max Patterson. Wait, no, that's not the guy I was looking at. I was like, Max Patterson, yeah. Then I look and I realize it's not the right guy. Terrence Betts. Cool. Can we look to maybe? I would say go with Kobe Bryant, get rid of him, but no, I don't want to get rid of Kobe Bryant. I'd rather whoever that Isian guy was. Yeah, Christian Isian, whatever, however you pronounce it. I'm butchering it completely. I don't know what I did wrong. Because I could keep him, but I have 3 safeties all in the 78s. And I kind of want to move on from him because he's been at an 80 this entire time, and I'm ready to move on. All right. Because if you look at this, got 4 of them. 76, 76, 76. So 28, 21, 24. So do we want to move on from Kobe Bryant? I was thinking, because he's... Not what was his name, but just simply because he's not the high overall. Go for Christian Isian. Age-wise, Isian's the way to go. But we'll see what kind of offers we can get out of him. Tyreek, okay. 6 overall, my linebacker. Not trying to get corners. Jalen Watson, 79. 76, 78. Cooper Kupp at a 77. Austin Eckler, Isaiah Likely. Darius Slayton. Evan McDonald, 77. What's our strong safety situation looking like if I see him? Alright, so we might consider going with him. But, not Terrence Betts, no. Kobe Bryant. Let's see how much we could potentially get out of him. Not going to be the same kind of packages. Still get a 77 overall. But I don't know if I want to take that risk. So I guess Christian IZN's going to be the guy to go for in terms of just trade bait. Okay, so Tyreek Stevenson. So the Bears. Bears, Falcons, and Dolphins. Okay. Wait, I already forgot the players. Hold on. So, Bears, 84 overall. Age will be the big factor because I don't think we even need cornerback. He's 27, but it's like, yeah, 27, great, solid. But we don't need quarterbacks. We could look to get a tight end to get that upgrade, but I'll definitely hold off on that. 77 right guard? No. Taylor Rapp? Isn't he probably about close to 30 at this point in this game? He's already gone through 4 seasons. Oh, whoops. Not need to do that. Tags, bruh. He's 29. Can we do a swap? Alright. Didn't really expect them to budge on that one. Taylor Rapp, 29 years old, 17 impressions. Cap hit's pretty low. But I might look at the Falcons because I saw on a Packers. Saw where they have, I think, Isaiah Likely. But what's our tight end situation? Because I know we have multiple young tight ends. Oh, we have only 2. We have 78 74, so it'd be good in the middle of the pack. But should we go? Ooh, I don't know. Because we need another strong safety, but we need another tight end. If I can get another... Okay, before I make this trade, I gotta see if I can get that upgrade, whether it's strong safety or tight end in the free agency market real quick. So, strong safety. See, I still regret the fact that we didn't pick up Brock Purdy when we could have in the free agency. I was like, okay, so I was wait, and I didn't realize it, I didn't know it, and I'm so mad. So tight end, is there anyone decent we can get? 73. I mean, nothing too crazy. Sean Elliott or... We'll just go ahead and get Terrell Edmonds. Get that strong safety position underway. Bring in Isaiah Likely. Have him be our backup tight end. Obviously, am I getting rid of my starting free safety for a backup tight end, basically? Yes. But I do need to kind of, like, be able to make that opening for the guy I just signed. So, same time, I don't need him. So, yeah, because I just brought in Terrence Betts, and I need that man. Because I shouldn't draft him in the first round if I'm not going to use him. Because it wouldn't make sense. Evan McDonald. Let me look at Evan McDonald now. Hold on. Evan McDonald for the Falcons. Age, cap hit, that kind of stuff are going to play the base factors. Here's our backup. He's 25. He's only 25. So, that could be a big upgrade for us. So, definitely like to see how that ends up panning out. So we're gonna go ahead and finish out the preseason, see where our roster's gonna be at, and then we'll kind of go from there. The way we've been able to build up this team after the season ended with free agency and the draft, the hope is that we can actually go from here and be pretty solid. So, 87, 85, 86, not too crazy. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in for another episode of this Madden 24 rebuild. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please leave them down below in the chat and smash that like button if you're on YouTube. And for those of you, whether you're on my Twitch or YouTube, if you're not yet following or subscribed to me, consider following me on my Twitch. If you're watching from YouTube or made it this far, thank you for tuning in. Consider subscribing to this channel and check out my other content also. Yeah, and also for those of you who don't really care, but I'm going to mention anyway, please consider checking out my Instagram page at TotallyNotDak. That's the word totally, not Dak with 2 Ks. Because that's where I'm going to start posting more of my stuff related to all the things that I do on my channel. Whether it's Dak Drinks Water, Match 24 Rebuild, WWE 2K24 Universe Mode, whatever it may be, I will be posting over there. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc., leave them down below in the chat, whether you're watching this live or not. And yeah, that's really it for me. Don't really got anything else because I don't like rambling on too much because it has become a problem when I do these streams. So ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us and watching another episode of this Madden 24 rebuild with the Seattle Seahawks. I hope you all have a great day. And remember guys, Jesus loves you. Stay awesome and be like Dak. But at the end of the day, be more like Jesus every single day. Adios, amigos.